Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be rolling up the greatcoat. There's a couple ways to do it. This here's the way I was taught to do it. This here's just a Confederate soldier greatcoat. And let me position the camera and we'll get started. Stay tuned. Okay. First thing you want to do is unbutton the belt and pull it out to the sides, and then button every button up on the greatcoat. You know, there in the front, and then your cape. Now, the first way I'm gonna show you how to do it is up here at your cape, your clamshell or your mushroom. Both parts are not even. You just have everything laid out, you know, nice and crisp. Okay. Now what you want to do from there, just pull it down a little bit and then fold your sleeves over to where your cape comes into your neck. That's how far over you want your sleeves to be folded over. You should try to make a straight line up here where it comes into your neck. And the reason being is, you know, later on you'll see why. Okay, lay everything back out. Now, you want to fold, like I said, fold it up so it's even with your neck. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, now from there, when you're at the bottom, you want to bring it in like a V. A sharp V, like to raise your sleeve up. And it's pretty much when your belt tags is on the top. And then from here, you just want to roll it in real tight, as tight as you can get it without pulling it, because if you pull it, you're going to mess up your cape and get crinked up and everything. And the second thing you want to do is make sure you try to keep your edges as close as, you know, as possible. Then you'll get up to your belt, where your belt's at. Now from here, some people stop and place their knee here and then fold the cape over. I don't like doing that. I just like to go ahead and roll it on up toward it. Then I'll fold the cape over, or you could also just roll it on over, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roll it on over. Everything's nice and crisp up to the cape. I'm going to fold the cape over. Now from here, I can take the cape and wrap it in on itself, which will unroll it just a little bit to show what I'm talking about. Take the cape and take the corners out and roll them in on itself so everything is rolled up inside the cape. Just like that. Do the other side. And roll it around inside it. Now, all I'm going to do is just tuck it over on itself. That's one way of rolling your greatcoat up, and then from here, you know, you can use it as a pillow or what have you. But let's go back, let's rewind a little bit. You remember when I was talking to you about having your cape even with the way your jacket went. Okay, now from there, all we're going to do is just roll it up. We're going to have just a little bit, it's tight. Just pull it in just a little bit more. Okay. Pull that down as far as you can. The further below your belt that you can get your cape, the better off you'll be, because it helps to hold it in spot or hold it in place. So I'm just going to pull the cape. Okay, I got a good over halfway. And like I said, you can place your knee on it or what have you. I'm just trying to do it this way to show as much as I can without hiding anything, you know, with my body or anything of that nature. Just fold these down. Now you can fold it with one, you know, just place one of them on it, button it. But what I like to do, I just go ahead and like to button both of them up. And then once it's buttoned, then I can go and pull the cape down and around so as it would cover the rolls. That way if it would rain or what have you, you wouldn't get anything. Your cape's the only thing that's going to get wet. Which, I mean, obviously if it's raining you're going to have this on. So, but this was the second way, or second way to roll it. Like I said, just pull it on around, and you can use this as a pillow as well. It's not hard. It's not too hard. It's not too soft. But from there, you would just put it on your knapsack, and that's the purpose of having everything even with your neck, so as, because that's how wide your knapsack is. And if it's done extremely well, you can place it on the inside of your knapsack where each little flap's at. And carry it that way if it's, you know, if it's kind of warm, you know, during the day or whatnot, but still fall/winter time, you ain't gonna worry about losing your greatcoat. Like I said, you know, it's warm, you'd be miserable if you carried it. But just work it in, put it on the first little button or slot, and do the same thing. And this one you would just take it all the way up, because you still have room for other items down in here. You know, I can move it up to the top so as it won't take up any other room that I'm needing. You still got an extra 4.5–5 inches to place the rest of your gear, which I would push it down because this is bigger than your gear, your foods or whatnot. Set your foods up there, but you would just put it down there. Go ahead and do that. Now let's do it this way. Just place it in there. Fasten it down. Now this is not a store-bought knapsack. It was handmade, hand sewn, but it's made just like the originals. Same dimensions, same sew pattern and everything. It's just hand sewn instead of factory sewn. But there you have it. See, it can go in your knapsack, and that's one of the reasons they called it the knapsack, because you take all your hard material out and lay it beside you or whatever, and just put all your soft clothes back in it and sleep on it. I mean, it's fairly decent, fairly soft. I ain't going to button everything up, so I'm just going to put it in here. And you have you a nice little pillow to sleep on. Like I said, they're quite comfortable. To sleep on and what have you. But there you have it. That's how you roll up the greatcoat.